Okay guys, I know how you roll. I really do. You guys love OR pistols. Optics ready pistols, that's right. I bet you own at least one, probably several of the platform, various brands, sizes, types, calibers, but they will share this optics ready feature. Yeah, and I know you guys love it because I've talked to you in person, in the comments, messaging, and Patreon, and guys mention it to me a lot. This is a by request video, by the way, from my donors. Be one for the rest of your life. Never quit the service. Thank you. Keeps the project rolling. And several donors were asking me for a red dot recommendation for their OR pistol. So I went a-hunting. I went out looking for really a high value red dot option for your gun. Not just for your pistol. You can run this on a 22. You can run it on a shotgun. It's rated for that. You can run it on an AR. You'd have to put it on a riser for sure on an AR and play around with the height. It's really meant for pistol mounting. The one I came up with was a Crimson Trace CTS-1550. Available in 3.5 MOA and this 5 MOA dot. It is mounted on a Canik TP9 METE. And it's very excellent, included in the box, holster. Which, by the way, I would never replace. This is a great holster. This is the kind I buy when, well, cost is a factor. I'm always a value guy. But this is the kind I buy for other pistols when they don't include a holster. It's going to be just like this one. Kydex or plastic, form-fitted, hip fitting, so it's kind of semicircular. Whew, I like it. Great coloration. So, yeah, I put this red dot on the Canik. I should mess around with you guys and call it the Canik. the Canik TP9. Let's do a quick safety check on this. Yeah, that makes me feel better. Yeah, the Canik TP9. I think it's a great host. And this is an add-on to my METE review this year because I did not have the red dot on it. I told you I was thinking about getting it, maybe testing it. Well, here you are. All the testing is complete. I have some things to say, some observations, and a little bit of philosophy. A little bit. Here's the plastic hood on the CTS-1550 or models like it in the Crimson Trace lineup that may come out. So this just keeps it dust-free and it keeps the red dot off. Yeah, so it's a small, lightweight polymer red dot sight. It's not made of aluminum, and this is a cost-saving feature. And honestly, I don't really care if it's made of polymer. You know, I've ran some Holosun, some other brands that are fantastic, like the Doctor sights. They are awesome, but they're also about twice the price of this. This one will be around $140, maybe less, maybe more. That's pretty dang high value for a red dot sight. That it's combat worthy. That's right, I said it. It's combat worthy. Now, I didn't run like thousands of rounds through it. I didn't. I don't have the money or the time or the interest to do that. I ran enough rounds so I get an idea of how it shot on this particular host, the Canik TP9. Yeah. So I liked it. I got to say, I liked it. This is the larger dot size. I wish I would have got the 3.5 MOA dot, and I don't know if you can see it in there. I'll try to show it to you. It's, you know, only the highest production quality. There you go, you can see it. It is co-witnessed, by the way, with the iron sights on the METE. It's a universal footprint, they say, designed to fit most popular firearms on the market, like 365, Shields, other ones, and it adapted to this METE just fine. The METE does have some adapter plates included in the box. Go watch my review once again. Shock, impact, fog, and vibration resistant design. And it's simple. It's just simple. There's no on and off switch. Your on and off switch is this. You just put the hood on it and then it turns off. 20,000 hours of battery life. Is there anything that I wish it had that it doesn't have? I would say, again, I would like a smaller dot. The best red dot that I've tested of late is a Holosun, and I don't remember the exact model number, but I reviewed it on the Smith & Wesson M&P 10 10mm pistol. That is my hands down favorite red dot I've shot on a gun so far. Well, that I remember. I mean, there's others that have the same design. It has a 34 MOA circle, then it has an upside down chevron in it, the hollow sun. So it's really quick to get on target with that because you're not hunting around like you might do with this one. The way I line up the red dot on this and any pistol like it is I just go for my irons. I initially go for the irons, and since it's co-witness, that draws my eyes right to the red dot. It works out well. Practice with it. That's what I've told guys forever on red dots is initially when you go to a red dot, it probably will slow you down and you won't know why. You're like, whoa, I should be faster. I should be more accurate with this. It's a training issue mostly. You need to just practice a lot, which is hard to do because ammo is so hard to find and it's so darn expensive, but that's really what does it. You can go a long ways by just dry firing. So you just do presentations, maybe from the holster, just practicing. That will help a lot. So you can just dry fire and you're doing probably 80 to 90% of the battle right there. Just getting that sight alignment, practicing on your grip, practicing your trigger control, and even your breathing. Yeah, and this is, again, a great host with a fantastic trigger. Fantastic trigger. The Canik METE, it's just awesome trigger. Fantastic. Flat trigger guard here, long sight radius, which is really not an advantage per se with a red dot. I mean, we're not looking at a sighting radius, although you do get the slightly increased velocity. What I said in philosophy of use with a METE is it can be a competition pistol, especially when outfitted with a red dot, and also a longer range pistol. And that's kind of where I've always focused my red dot use with handguns. And to be honest, I don't have a lot of guns that have red dots on them. Like Glock 10 MMs I do, like the Glock 40, it's a long slide 10 millimeter. That is a philosophy of use. That gun goes long range. It is a powerful pistol caliber. It's still a pistol caliber, but I would like to be able to reach out and touch something at 100 yards with that accurately and consistently. I think that beats, at least with my eyes, irons. If you're shooting within 25 yards at a man-sized target, you don't need a red dot. I mean, here's my Glock 43 carry pistol, which, by the way, is hot coming out of the holster. It is a hot gun. What do I have in there? Those look like 115 grain. I forget the brand on it, though. Yeah, but I don't need a red dot on my carry pistols. But you guys love it. I mean, I'll do gear checks, and I see a lot of red dots coming out. And cool. I mean, if that's your jam, do it. I don't think it's necessary though. But if my range extends, I think it is more necessary. And this is a great value option to put on your gun, the Crimson Trace CTS-1550 or others like it. Again, use my links below. It supports the show. Doesn't cost you anything. And would I buy this? Yeah. No questions asked. I'd buy a Crimson Trace. Not the top of the line red dot. I'm not going to say it is. There's others that have better features that are solar enhanced on it, like the Hollow Sun product. This one is not. It just runs on the battery. But I found it to be easy to mount, and it's super easy to use too, with a good battery life as I indicated earlier. This is, again, a 5 MOA circle. I think that's a little bit big for rifle use. For pistol use, it makes more sense, but I generally like a smaller MOA dot. They do make a 3.5, and I think that's where my link will take you. Now, let me tell you this. I wish I could bring some really impressive paper to tabletop, but I don't think I was that great with this thing. I'm just going to level with you guys like I always do. This is at, 12 yards standing with a Canik METE. This group here is phenomenal. I mean, that is outstanding. Very happy with that. This one, not so much. I might be a little bit hard on myself because this is standing unsupported in an operational environment. That one's a good group. That one's okay. I'm probably just being too picky. Those are good groups, but I really wanted like one ragged hole with a red dot, and it just wasn't happening for me. Probably because of my mechanics and probably because I just suck overall. Yeah, so that's a good group. Got an up arrow. And then I pushed it out to like 75 and 100 yards, and I started shooting steel. And I'll tell you, I wasn't hitting every shot. I wish I could say I was. I wish I could just say, oh, this thing is amazing. I need to practice with it more. I could do better, I think, with irons with my shooting experience. I don't know what it was. Was it the size of the dot? I don't know. I do know this. When you shoot a red dot, it looks more wiggly to you because you're shake, which you always have, your motion left to right, up and down will be exaggerated with a red dot. You see exactly what you're doing, and sometimes that works to your downfall in making accurate shots. That's just me talking. I don't have any data to support that. Whereas irons seem like they're more settled down when they're really not. They're moving the same amount, but it's just not that apparent to you because they're irons. They're not red dots. But I think if I spent some time with this, more ammunition money, I think I could really make the platform sing. A long slide Canik METE with a Crimson Trace, yeah. I think I'd be making hits out to 150. I need more practice. I do. I need more practice. Irons, I think I would be a little bit better at this point, but there you go. Just being honest with you. Another advantage, by the way, of the red dot on your pistol, and if you guys do run the red dots for this reason, I'm going to give you a round of applause, is that you have a night sight capability that dominates regular night sight, says me. So you have that nice red dot, always visible. It doesn't really matter what the lighting's doing. You can see it. And again, these batteries last for such a long time. I think that would be smart. Yeah. METE is a great pistol. If you have any variation of the TP9, you're smart. I have talked to a lot of team peers who have like 3, 4, 5 TP9s of various types. Maybe an SFX, maybe this METE, maybe the older TP9. Smart. I mean, they're so cost effective for what you get. Goodness gracious. And this one is all set up for your your optics mounting, just like a lot are. I mean, a lot of the guns I'm reviewing nowadays are already. But yeah, I like the setup. Will this come off? Well, it probably needs to, because this will be a test bed for other pistols that are OR, perhaps. I'm debating, really, because the sight itself really wasn't that expensive. It's cost effective, if you ask me. The Holosun was over $300, and that is like normal for a super high quality sight. This, by the way, is the very excellent Boker Kalashnikov AK-74 XXL TMP version, serial numbered. Issued last month, and man, is it cool. Big old D2 clip blade. I still need to sign this one. Congratulations to you guys if you got the Rattlesnake Camo XXL. Watch for the review is still the excellent 511 Field Watch, programmed by yours truly, and we are done. This review is brought to you again by elite TMP donors who are long-term, staying there for the rest of your life. Like in the last... It's been scary. I'm going to be honest with you guys. In the last probably 2 weeks, I've lost like 100 donors for whatever reason. Guys maybe set it on a time limit and they're bailing. I don't know. And it's kind of scary to me because I got to monetize if I'm going to do the gig. So big shout out of thank you to those individuals who support the project. And even if you don't, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the very least. Thanks so much. Enjoy your TP9s and all your OR pistols. I sure have reviewed some good ones. Good ones. Nut and fancy. Combo. It's nice. Shooting left. Let me try iron sights. Nope. Here it is. I think I'm jerking the trigger. Oh, dude, that ricochet hit my spray can. What? Try that small one.